stay on possession, or if you want the AI just to say YOLO, then obviously fast build up or long ball, whichever one. I prefer fast build up as opposed to long ball, but it's entirely up to you. But on this occasion, I just leave it as balanced. Now, width. Usually, when it comes to width attacking, I just want to get the ball, and usually it's a case of keeping quite compact, and then when you lose the ball, everyone spreads out. But in this case, I've got everyone kind of staying a bit tight, because what I want to do as well, I want to do short triangles, intricate passing. I don't want my players covering the whole pitch yet. All right, but I kind of want to keep the ball. I don't want everyone spreading out. I don't want to play too many long passes, because unfortunately in this patch, the passing hasn't been fixed, in my own opinion. So I kind of want to keep everyone still close together as well. And the reason why the width is a bit bigger defensively is so that I can cover more ground, so that it gives. I'm not giving up so much space on the wing as well. Okay, players in the box. I've got it as 3 for now. I want my the centre defensive mids not to bomb all the way up, just in case I lose the ball. I want them to stay outside the box. I don't want 2 in the box at the moment, because for me the meta is you've got to build up the play. All right, you're not at that point where you want to throw everyone in the box just yet. You want to build it up, and then you can move players in the box. But the AI will put 2 players in the box max. All right, corners and free kicks, I've got it as 1, because obviously getting hit on the counter attack is, for me, quite dangerous as well. All right, a lot of people, I played so many games where people were deliberately giving away corners because they know they can hit you on the counter. So I've kept it as 1. If you want to push it as 2 just to give yourself a little bit more support, then it's absolutely fine. Free kicks, I hit direct free kicks, so it doesn't really matter who's next to me or not. I will tell the AI. I'll say when I want someone next to me or not. Now, instructions. Now this is where it gets different. This is where the ultra defensive is different from defensive, and I'm going to show you the defensive mentality in a minute. Okay, so Neymar and Messi, stay central, get in behind, come back on defense. All right, so obviously Neymar and Messi will start, but more specifically Neymar because of his high work rates. Messi's on medium, but he still does make the runs in behind as well. So I've got Messi and Neymar to stay central and get in behind, and to come back on defense as well, because I want to keep the shape. All right, Hazard and Dembele come back on defense, get in the box for the cross, and that's it at the moment. All right. My center defensive mids cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, cover center, and obviously my fullbacks will stay back while attacking. Now I lock in this mentality if I'm playing against someone who's using the 4-1-2-1-2 or any 4-1-2-1-2 or any narrow formation, because Vidal and Gerrard will sit in front of my 2 center backs. Hazard and Dembele will come back on defense and to support the fullbacks, and Neymar and Messi will come back in, will tuck in a little bit, not too far, because obviously they've patched that as well. All right, so it's very defensive minded, but it gives you a little bit going forwards, because obviously stay central, getting behind on my forwards, and Hazard and Dembele, they are on Hazard and Dembele, they are on comeback on defense, and obviously get in the box for the cross when I'm attacking. Defensive and ultra defensive mentality, and it's this. Okay, so balanced 5-4 is the same. Okay, balanced offensive style width is 4. It's the same as before. However, on this occasion, players in the box is 3, corners on 1, free kicks is on 1. So before ultra defensive it was on 3, on defensive now it is 4. So I'm pushing a bit further up as well. Now, what's a little bit different is on this occasion, obviously my strikers on stay central, getting behind, come back on defense. Now this is where it gets a little bit different now, okay? Because if I'm playing against someone that I feel like we're at the same level, or maybe he's just a little bit better than me, or he's out teaming me, or he's keeping the ball better than me, then I'll switch to my ultra defensive to make sure I'm maintaining my shape and maintaining I've got a bit more security defensively. But this one gives me a little bit more going forwards. All right, so Hazard and Dembele, they are no longer on comeback on defense. All right, they're going to be quite balanced. All right, so basic defensive support. So that's basically saying that it's going to rely on what I'm saying here: balanced, width, and depth on 4. Okay, so that's what basically when you're keeping Hazard and Dembele on basic defensive support. Okay, so they will come back, but they will bomb forward at the same time. Okay, so it's going to be quite balanced. Get in the box for the cross, and as well, now what I've done differently is take a free roll and roam in the attacking third. Now what that means is that both Hazard and Dembele will take Messi's position. So I've pulled Messi out wide, Okay, what will happen is Dembele might come in cut. Well, he'll probably cut inside, and take Messi's position. What they'll do, they'll roam around in the final third, just to make things a little bit more. How can I put this? A bit more surprising, a little bit more dynamic. It will put off the opponent because they won't just They won't just bomb up and down the wing. They'll cut inside. They might take the striker position. They might hang on the wing. They might come back in the midfield. They move around a little bit more freely. They will stay in their position, definitely 100%. When they don't have the ball, they will stay in their position. But this positioning freedom is when they do have the ball, when the ball is on the field, or when I have the ball, sorry. So when Messi or Gerrard or Vidal have the ball, Dembele and Hazard will make those runs. They might run on the wing, they might stay inside. If Nelson Semedo has got the ball, Dembele might cut inside. If I call him close, he might go on the wing. So it's giving your attackers a little bit more freedom to move around. Now, I would say that only put this on if you have wingers, Hazard or Dembele, or whoever else you want to put on the wing, Mbappe, for example, if they've got good attacking position. All right, I really have to stress that. Don't just give like a bronze player free roam, because he'll just be all over the place. If they have really good attacking, I just hit my mic. If they have really good attacking position, right, then they'll be at the right place at the right time. That's the best way that I can put it. They'll be at the right place at the right time. They'll pick up the right positions. If they have a very low attacking position, I think that's the right word that EA have said, then I wouldn't leave it on free roam. I would leave it on stick to position. All right, I wouldn't do that. But Dembele and Hazard, for me, they seem to be doing it very, very well, especially when I've got team of the year Neymar, team of the year Mane. He does it very, very well for me, and he's actually quite a bit of a problem, especially when I bring him on as a super sub in the second half as well. And my opponent's tired. He actually caused a bit of a madness. So that's a little bit different. But what I do when I'm coming up against someone who's like an elite player, I did come up against a few. I did take some L's against some elite. Well, not some L, but I came up against an elite player, and it was a very, very close game, and I lost 1-0. But I will go into the ultra defensive just to make sure that I'm staying, like I said, got a bit more security in defense. Gerrard and Vidal, I've not kept them on stay back while attacking. All right, I've kept it on balance, because if I feel that I can get the better of my opponent by pushing literally all 6 of my midfielders and 4 of my midfielders and 2 of my attackers, my strikers, into the box, then I will, because I'm pretty solid. I'm pretty comfortable defending with my back 4. All right, and then again, Alex Telles and Nelson Semedo on stay back while attacking. So the only difference between defensive and ultra defensive is this: Vidal and Gerrard are on balanced. Dembele is on balance in terms. Dembele and Hazard are both on balance in terms of defensive support, and they're both on free roam. And these two, Neymar and Messi, are the same. They come back on defense. To be honest with you, I haven't really tested them out whether to keep on basic defensive support, but I come back on defense as well, because I don't want a huge gap between Hazard and Dembele and Neymar and Messi. I want to keep everyone the same, and when I have used it, the shape is absolutely fine. I can play nice little triangles between Gerrard, Dembele and Messi, or Vidal or Dembele. I can play nice little triangle, Gerrard, Varane, Nelson Semedo. I can play these little triangles between these 3 players. So it seems to be working fine, so I'm not going to change it at this moment in time. Attacking mentality. Now, this is when I've gone 1-0 down. If I've gone 1-0 down and my opponent's keeping the ball, all right, what I've gone and done is pressure on heavy touch. It's very, very good pressure on heavy touch, especially if there's a bit of delay and your opponent's trying to keep the ball in defense. Your team will press. All right, it'll press because they'll take a heavy touch. The timing could be off. The only thing I've actually changed is I've brought the depth up all the way up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I brought my team, the back line is going to come all the way up, and players in the box is come up to 6 as well. So more players in the box. So when I do win the ball, after my depth is all the way up, then I put more players in the box. I want to get the goal. I want to get the ball back quite quickly as well, and the width is still just the same as well. In regards to instructions, this time, because I'm 1-0 down, I don't want to come back on defense. I kind of want to sacrifice a little bit of my defensive security to try and win the ball. What that happens now is, say for example your opponent gets a goal kick. Neymar, Messi will press the centre backs. Hazard and Dembele will press the full backs, and Vidal and Gerrard will come up as well. So it leaves them very little options to play short or kick the ball out. So I want to win the ball back quite quickly. Correction. No, that's that. The one that I was. No. So Hazard is on stay forward, get in the box for the cross and free roam. So Dembele, that's a big mistake I've made. Sorry about that. Dembele is, and as well as on stay forward, get in the box for a cross and free roam. Vidal and Gerrard just on cover center as well. Everything else is unbalanced. And Alex Telles and Nelson Schmid on stay back while attacking. The reason why I've got them on stay back while attacking, because literally all 6 are going to be bombing forward, and I don't really want to sacrifice too much of my defense at the moment, mainly because say I'm 1-0 down and I'm literally bombing everyone forward, and obviously I make a mistake, he goes down the wing, I'm 2-0 down now, and then I'm in trouble. So I still want to have a little bit of defensive security as well. I don't want to push them up just yet. I will make that decision if I want to by using the in-game defensive mentality. But Vidal, Gerrard, Dembele, Hazard, Neymar and Messi are all going to be bombing forward as well. I'm not surprised Hazard has been doing well for me in this mentality, because he did get man of the match in one game, and this explains why, and why Dembele, I was struggling with Dembele as well. So that's my mistake on that. But definitely keep Dembele on your right mid on right attacking mid on stay forward, get in the box for the cross and free roam, and your fullbacks on stay back while attacking as well. So this is pretty much your Hail Mary. So basically, if the game's gone beyond you, you're 3-0 down, it's 60th minute, you need to get back in the game quite quickly. This is pretty much it. This is pretty much what you're going to do. So again, my width is still the same. I'm quite happy with my width. I don't want it to be too big because I don't want too many gaps going down the middle. So five is quite pretty good. Constant pressure. Oh, you guys know what constant pressure is. It's not, doesn't need to be explained. The depth again is still the same. I don't want to push too far. I know I did say it's a Hail Mary, but at the same time, I don't want to give away too much. I'm quite happy with my depth the way it is. But again, my constant pressure, it just means I'm going to try and suffocate him as quick as possible, but I don't want to give up too much of my depth as well. This actually does work, and I've got back in the game using this as well. Fast build up, get the ball back, fast build. As soon as I get the ball, my team will bomb forward, but at the same time, it does leave me a little bit susceptible if I do lose the ball, because I give up some of my shape as well. The width has gone from 4 to 5 because I want to try and cover more of the pitch to try and get the ball back. And again, I'm trying to suffocate as much as possible when I'm on the ball. I want it to seem like I'm everywhere, if that makes sense. Players in the boxes has gone up to 7. My wingers are going to get forward, and my midfielders are going to get forward as well. And corners and free kicks are on 5 and 5. Instructions, I'm really going for it this time. Everything. Stay central, getting behind, aggressive interception. So I'm really going to be using a lot of the stamina. Neymar's got like 91 stamina, I think it is. The Messi will probably get subbed out because his stamina's not very good. But they're both on stay forward, aggressive interceptions, getting behind, stay central. Hazard and Dembele, same as before, but this time aggressive interception. Vidal and Gerrard, they're different. Now Vidal's on cutting, passing lane, stay back while attacking, aggressive interception and cover center. There's a reason why I've got Vidal staying back and Gerrard going forward, because I want him to support the middle as well. But the reason why I've got Vidal staying back is mainly because I have got Alex Telles and Nelson going forward. As I said, it's the Hail Mary now, so obviously they're going to be going up supporting Hazard and Dembele and Messi and Neymar, and Gerrard's going to be in there as well. So I'm only leaving 3 players in the back. Like I said, I'm 3-0 down. I've got no other options, but this is my last option and I've got to go for it now. So I'm pushing everybody forward, but leaving Vidal, because Vidal's not very good going forwards. He hasn't got a good shot on him as well. So I prefer Gerrard to go up and support, and Vidal stay back and help protect my defense as well. And Vidal has actually been a bit of a breath of fresh air from us. It's Footmus Vidal. So I've used this once and I've managed to get back in the game, but week 4 is going to be an absolute nightmare for my opponents. But I hope that custom tactics work well for you. Currently 14-4 in the weekend league. You do like the way it looks, and you are going to try it out. Let me know down in the comment section how you like it. What would you change in that, if you would change anything? And let me know. If you want to let me know in the comments, or come and check me out on Twitch. The link to my Twitch is down below in the description. Then let me know. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Again, smash a like if you did, and I'll see you at the next upload. Peace.